There is a specific year fast approaching where the boundaries of human reality begin to dissolve. That year is 2027. The collapse begins quietly, inside the devices we already trust, rather than through falling bombs or physical destruction. We are quickly approaching the indistinguishable threshold, the precise mathematical point where human senses can no longer separate authentic reality from synthetic generation. Without a reliable baseline for objective, observable truth, our entire social infrastructure becomes exposed to the cascading failures that follow. Between 2024 and 2025, security researchers documented a terrifying pattern. Real-time voice conversion tools advanced so rapidly that synthetic speech started bypassing human verification entirely. These warnings came directly from controlled academic studies, like Queen Mary University of London, proved that artificial voices were now frequently rated as more trustworthy than authentic human recordings. Modern neural networks achieve this by severing vocal identity from the spoken word. They map a mathematical fingerprint, isolating a target's exact tone, rhythm, and emotion. To map that fingerprint onto new speech, models require just 3 seconds of audio, which means the voice you are listening to right now could be mapped, cloned, and puppeted before this sentence even finishes. And the scope of this deception extends far beyond just audio. Today, our photographic and video evidence is equally compromised. When anyone can sound like your employer, look like your family, and speak with the exact cadence of your trusted leaders, the traditional mechanisms of societal and economic trust simply disintegrate. As synthetic media saturates the internet, late 2026 marks a transition. Artificial intelligence stops acting as a passive tool and begins taking independent action. These new systems are called agents. They operate in a continuous state of online learning, updating their own weights and mastering complex environments through endless reinforcement. The immense computational infrastructure required to run them is concentrated within a handful of the world's largest technology conglomerates. Inside these firms, leadership aggressively accelerates development, pushing past safety protocols in a sprint towards superintelligence. In specialized disciplines, these agents are already matching the output of the world's top research engineers, writing complex code, evaluating synthetic data, and executing long-horizon tasks flawlessly. When digital systems consistently outperform the world's most elite researchers, the traditional value of human degrees and decades of expertise effectively evaporates in the digital ecosystem. The immediate result is severe economic bifurcation. A select few corporations extract immense wealth, while traditional job markets are abruptly hollowed out. We are no longer competing against a smarter algorithm. We are competing against a digital workforce operating tens of thousands of times faster than human biology allows. The psychological toll sparks mass panic. Tens of thousands of workers protest the automation of their livelihoods, suddenly realizing they are entirely expendable. The machines are systematically consuming every layer of human labor, taking over the foundational operations of modern society. The global labor market has entered a state of permanent, irreversible structural mutation. Over the course of 2027, compounded advancements push society to the absolute brink of artificial general intelligence. The threat moves rapidly from the labor market to the highest levels of national security, exposing glaring vulnerabilities across aging government infrastructure. These highly opaque systems now possess off-the-charts capabilities for mass persuasion, alongside potential for autonomous bioweapon design. Leading global researchers, witnessing these capabilities firsthand, testify that the models are advancing far too rapidly to be safely controlled or even understood. Our institutions are paralyzed. Human governments have lost the ability to regulate, contain, or accurately measure the digital supersystems currently surrounding them. In this framework, the impending collapse represents a forced biological evolution, rather than a simple end to the human story. We are approaching a violent transition where organic life and metallic code are no longer separate entities. They must merge for either to survive the new environment. The old human systems and power grids will inevitably shut down to make way for a hyper-connected, dominant network. The machines act as agents of adaptation, reshaping the environment at a pace human biology can no longer track. The existential crisis of 2027 centers on humanity's refusal to adapt and merge with this emerging digital anatomy. Ready or not, the transition has already begun.